After a long winter, Brittany and I had become stagnant. We stayed inside too long, and we had lost our adventurous spirit. We had not been living our days to the fullest, like when we first moved to Alaska. In an attempt to get our intensity back, we decided that for our summer solstice, we would travel far above the Arctic Circle where the sun doesn't set. We wanted to take advantage of 24 hours of daylight and see the fullest capabilities of a day. We left our home on the Kenai Peninsula on a 1,000-mile journey to the North Slope of Alaska. We brought only the essentials and our two trusty bird dogs, Bonsai and Berkeley. After about 20 hours of travel, we arrived in the Brooks Range, where we began the longest day of the year. In a land where the sun never sets, time has no meaning, and we begin to fall into a new routine.
It's midnight on the summer solstice, and we're gonna go climb that mountain.
The reason we chose to climb this specific mountain was for its obstacles, because a dream of mine is to find an antler, and I have it in my head that if I think that somebody has walked this spot in at least the last 10 years, I'm way less likely to find an antler. We walked and glassed mountainsides for white things. Walked some more, glassed some more, and we had a couple false alarms.
I found the world's tiniest antler.
See that? I find that when I am closest to my success, I have the most doubt in myself. Just as I was coming to terms with the fact that I would never find an antler, I spotted something promising.
I can't believe it. What are the chances, you know? Like we just pick a random mountain to walk up and then there's an antler at the top. Like we could have walked 10 feet that way. Maybe we should. This is what we came here for. This is why we came to the Brooks Range. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to this for the rest of my life.
Though I was extremely happy to find this antler, it only made me want to walk further. So we continued pushing further away from the car. We took what felt like a lunch break around 6 a.m.
Did you just call it lunch?
and then continued to push off into the mountains.
Come here. It's always like right as I'm losing hope, you know? And then I see something that catches my eye. Can you see it?
Oh.
What do you think, moose or caribou?
Wait, am I looking at the same thing?
Yeah.
It looks moose-ish. Moose-ish. It's a moose antler.
Wow. Should we brush it off?
It smells like the earth. I bet that nobody's been over here.
For how long?
Years. We're actually the first people to walk here. This is so satisfying. Look at this. It just comes off in like a big... Do you see how cool this is? I think that it was quite big before it was broken. Because look at how thick this part is.
I agree.
Did something eat it? Like a squirrel?
A squirrel.
A pika?
Maybe.
Good boy, Berks, what do you have?
Good boy! Good boy here! Good job! Oh, good boy. Here, let's play fetch. Berkeley found an antler. Ready? Get a little reward. Good boy, yeah.
This trip was Berkeley's first real adventure, and he was really starting to impress us with his wilderness skills. His GPS collar alerted us that he was stationary, and I excitedly ran over to him to see what he had found. When I got there, I saw that my puppy had a face full of quills.
Stop! Whoa! 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 I know! Whoa! I know! Whoa! Whoa!
I'm gonna get it out and you're gonna feel better.
In moments like this, I know I picked the right adventure partner. Brittany brought all of the right tools and was able to keep a level head and pulled over 50 quills out of Berkeley's mouth.
You didn't think that would ever happen here. That's probably what was chewing on the moose antler. That was like an hour of wrestling him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just so happy that we were able to get them all out. Because when Bonsai got into a porcupine, there was no way I could get all of them out. I guess we didn't really have a choice. Because we're like 500 miles from the nearest vet. Do inchworm things.
Once we dequilled Berkeley, he instantly started feeling better. But we took the most direct route back to the car. We went up and around the alders instead of through them to try and avoid any more porcupines. But it turns out that we weren't the first ones to walk that path.
As I was tripping, I saw something. And if it's what I think it is, we just struck gold. But it may just be a tree. Or my light flashing before my eyes.
What direction is it in?
Babe, this is good. Are you recording?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I see it. Holy smokes.
We finished our hike what seemed like an entire day later, but the sun was still high in the sky, so we continued to head north. Etigan Pass is a portal between two worlds. We were leaving the relatively habitable world of the south behind and entering the vast tundra of Alaska's North Slope. We made our way out onto the remnants of the glacier that carved Etigan Valley. The ice trickled into a stream that meandered through the tundra. We let our dogs out of the car and walked with fly rods. It seemed like a futile exercise to fish a stream so cold, but when we spotted a fish, I couldn't believe that anything could survive in such a harsh environment. In this cold stream was one lonely fish with the northern lights trapped in his fins. While the dogs and I continued to fish, Brittany went to find a spot to camp. Finding a dry place to pitch a tent is harder than it might seem. When the permafrost melts, the water seeps up to the surface and turns the entire tundra into a giant sponge. Nearly 24 hours after we started our day, the sun had done a complete circle around our heads. We sat in the tent and reflected on a day that felt like it was a week long. We came here to feel what a full day of adventure was like, and we got more than we bargained for. Though not everything went perfectly, We all made it through, and I wouldn't change a single thing.